Morning. I'm Kennedy Aaron Agwong from PPIB. Today, I would like to present my proposal. The title of my 19. This paper presents the idea of revitalizing and sustaining multiracial gastronomic heritage tourism of Fosang post-COVID-19 global pandemic emergency. It also states the literature review problem statement and then followed by the research questions, research objectives, method, findings, and significance of the study. Lastly, a summary is included in this paper. Introduction. Heritage food market, providing fresh ingredient and gastronomic delight. For food tourism is one of the oldest forms of travel and is fast becoming an important revenue generator for tourism industry. Heritage food market benefit from product sales and recognition. Digital technology will serve as an important tool to innovate in all sectors of the heritage food market, assisting tourism companies within the heritage tourism market that will lead to the emergence of new forms of consumerism. Fosang Heritage Food Market is located 5 kilometers outside of Kota Kinabalu. However, the recent global pandemic emergency resulted from the scourge of COVID-19 coronavirus outbreak had impacted and changed this situation drastically. This is Ron's Kopitiam within downtown Fosang. As we all know, tourism is one of the primary economic generator in Sabah. Since 1980s, Sabah tourism industry had been a leader in Malaysian Borneo by offering a range of ecotourism and nature tourism products to domestic, regional, and global tourists that include nature, wildlife, island, and diving adventure from mountain high to ocean deep. Sacred and majestic Mount Kinabalu, being the highest peak in Malaysia, continues to draw climbers from domestic and international markets. One of the tourism products that this paper envisages is heritage food market tourism sourced from Fosang market. Heritage food market may not be fully readily initially to accept the visit of a digital heritage tourist. In the light of COVID-19 pandemic ravaging the world, travelers would not be able to travel physically to Fosang to explore this heritage food market, but could access digitally right before their eyes. Realizing the potential of digital tourism would liberate heritage food market from the confines of their conventional physical space to explore a new horizon in the digital information and market cyberspace. Fosang Market, located 5 kilometers from Kota Kinabalu city, had been established since 1980s, catering to the residents of Loyang precincts. Over the years, it had evolved into a fresh produce market, retailing food ingredients and heritage foods. However, recent global pandemic emergency resulted from the coronavirus outbreak had forced the temporary closures of this market by Kota Kinabalu City Hall. These are the indigenous native products that are available. So, research problem. Due to the ever-changing and ever-fast evolving coronavirus pandemic, conventional physical transaction between sellers and buyers had been limited upon the recognition of Ministry of Health. which includes physical distancing and or limited numbers of patrons at a given time and space. Therefore, a new approach using digital technology might revitalize and sustain Fosang heritage food market. Hence, this research is proposed to determine the possibilities of using digital technology in documenting all participating stores in Fosang market by focusing virtually on its range of heritage food and food ingredients. Research questions. What are the constraints and challenges of revitalizing Fosang heritage food market? To what extent does the documentation, preservation, conservation, commercialization, and promotion of heritage food uplift the Fosang market economic sustainability and survivability? In light of the COVID-19 pandemic, how the commercialization of heritage food tourism prototype is expedited. Research objectives to identify constraints and challenges of revitalizing Fosang heritage food. To document, preserve, conserve, commercialize, and promote heritage food in uplifting the Fosang market economic sustainability and survivability. Third, to expedite the commercialization of heritage food tourism prototype in light of COVID-19. Research method. This research adopts quantitative and qualitative method that is ethnographical and food anthropology study. The objective of this study is to collect heritage food in the forms of digital documentation so that it could be preserved, conserved, and commercialized. Once it is commercialized, it would be promoted domestically and globally in order to liven up the economic livelihood of Fosang market. This research will be conducted in 4 phases. Phase 1, Phase 2, Phase 3, and Phase 4. This research is expected to commercialize heritage food of Fosang market in the form of heritage food tourism prototype. And the significance of the study, this research on heritage food tourism has 3 significance. 1, to revitalize, promote, and sustain the heritage of food availability in Fosang market through digital documentation, preservation, conservation, and commercialization. 2, to promote heritage food tourism prototype in light of COVID-19 pandemic. And 3, to uplift the economic livelihood of Fosang market. Some of the ideas on digital gastronomic heritage, such as the Markworth dumpling, Hakka white radish dumplings, Hokkien ang ku kueh, fried saba banana, fried glutinous rice balls, and fried glutinous rice balls with filling. Summary: this paper presented background of the research, literature review, statement of the problem, research questions, research objective, research method, findings and significance of the study are addressed. This research is vital in the sense that it aims to revitalize and at the same time to sustain heritage food in Fosang market. This research will provide further insight to educators, cultural activists, curators, students, policymakers, and the people of Malaysia regarding cultural conservation, preservation, commercialization, and promotion through heritage food tourism. Thank you.